Well, if you're thinking about buying this is the male optimized beef organ supplement. There's a couple things I wanted to explain to you because some people are going to go like, well, why is this different from the female version? So I'm a certified personal trainer. The company actually sent this to me and asked me to give you my thoughts on what the differences are here and then who the most likely buyer is actually going to be for this and if this is actually going to end up working for you. So a couple things to mention. So first, yes, male optimized. Now this has, of course, what you see in a lot of the other beef organ supplements. They are freeze dried and contain typically, you're going to see liver. You oftentimes see the bone marrow, but some of them, like this one here, have started to include more of what I'd call maybe ancestral types of organs, specifically related to the sex of the animal. So in this case, male, that it was a male animal. So on top of the liver, on top of the bone marrow, you're going to find that this has testicle here. Also, prostate is going to be in this. Now, a lot of the other standard beef supplements or that are on the market or beef organ supplements on the market, they're not going to have those. Those are mostly leaning into like what I'd call maybe like the standard types of organs where you're going to get your B12, going to get your iron, going to get all of the supplements and nutrients you would normally expect. Whereas the testicle and the prostate are more like, again, more ancestral and not necessarily leaning on the traditional types of supplementation. Now, as far as this being different from the female version, the same company puts out the female optimized version, and it's literally everything's the same except they swap out the sex organs. So here, the testicle and the prostate are out, and instead they swap in uterus and ovary. And so again, not necessarily that it's anchored in any sort of like real studies that show that those specifically do boost something specifically for women versus men or men, but because it's more ancestral, a lot of people obviously very into the ancestral supplementation, but you still get the basics of what the liver and the bone marrow are going to contribute. Now, most likely buyer for something like this is just going to be somebody that's getting a little bit older, men specifically, that are looking for boost in vitality, libido, maybe testosterone even a little bit in there, energy, all of those types of things without trying to buy something for B12, something for vitamin A individually. You can kind of get a lot of that with a simple complex of a beef organ. Now, is it actually going to work for you or not? The reality of it is if somebody ever promises you something, you shouldn't listen to them. Everybody's body is different. Your body's different from other people. You kind of have to try a supplement to know if it's going to work for you. But if you are looking for a beef supplement, beef organ supplement specifically, and maybe you weren't looking for the ancestral part of the actual sex of the animal itself, and you're like, maybe that's kind of interesting. Well, this one here might be a great one then to put on your list to try out.